Please subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon button. So today we will discuss about component in Angular. So what is a component? How can we create component manually? What is component syntax? What are component attributes? And how can create component by Angular CLI command? So we will discuss about all these things into this video. So Angular is a component based architecture. And if we talk about the component, what is this component? So component, we can say, it's the smallest unit of Angular application or a building block. So we can say each and every functionality that we are going to implement into our application, so we need to create a component for that. So there will be a lot of components into our application. And what is the component basically? We talk about the technically, then it is a TypeScript class with @component decorator. So we can create component manually as well. So a, a component basically consists of 4 files. Here, first one is a TypeScript file. So we can create like customer1.component.ts, or we can give any name whatever we want. But we need to keep .component.ts into each component or TypeScript file. Customer1 can be the name or of our component, like customer, user, admin, dashboard. And each TypeScript file will be having a one HTML file. So we can create the HTML file in the same way, customer1.component.html. And we also need to define some styling CSS, so we can create a CSS file, or here we are using SCSS, so that is a CSS preprocessor library. So our CSS file will be customer1.component.scss. And a spec file. So spec file are basically comes into picture when we need to write unit test cases, and we need to keep the naming convention like customer1.component.spec.ts. So here we can see in all the 4 files we are keeping dot component into each naming convention, and it's having different, like it's a TypeScript file, then .ts. If it's a HTML file, then .html. If it is a CSS file, then it's a .scss, and if it is a unit testing file, then .spec.ts. So extension would be vary depending upon the type of the file, and we need to keep the name consistent. There is a standard for creating the name of the component as well. And apart from that last one, we also need to inject this new component which we are going to create, like customer1 component, into app.module.ts file. So app module is basically our root module. So it, once we inject this component name into a declarations array, then it makes this component available to all other different components so that we can use it. Now we will see into code editor how can we create component manually. So if I see this Visual Studio Code, here we are going to create a customer1 component. So I have already created one customer folder. I will just right click on this, and we can create new file, new folder, whatever we want. So in large and complex applications, there will be different modules, different folder structure. So there is a will be a well defined set of architecture. Right now, for the understanding purpose, I have created a one folder customer, and I am going to add one new file, that is a customer1.component.ts, customer1.component.ts. So this is one our component, this is our component file or TypeScript file, first file which we have talked about. So this is again a simply a TypeScript class. So I will create a class customer1 component. This is the same syntax which we use in object-oriented languages like Java, .NET. So I am just simply creating a class. Right now it is only a plain class. If I need to make it a component, I need to decorate this class with the decorator at the rate component. So Angular has provided different decorators for specifying a TypeScript class, whether it is a module or whether it is a component, directive, pipe. So here for categorizing this class as a component, we need to decorate it with the at the rate component decorator. So first we need to import this component from at the rate Angular/core. So these decorators are available inside different modules. Like here we can see /core. So component decorator is available into at the rate Angular/core module. Now we have imported it, and this at the rate component is having a couple of properties which we need to configure it right now. So first one is a selector. Selector, we can say it provides a unique name to this customer component. Like, so we can use this selector on any HTML file and directly use that selector keyword and can use that component. Like if I take this name as app customer one. So if I need to use this component on some HTML file, like if I want to use that here on app.component.html, then I can use by just I will delete this simply this way. So that selector keyword helps us to use that customer component on rendering on different HTML files. So right now I am just putting this on app customer one component selector keyword on app.component.html. So as we have created app customer one, again I will come in here, need to close the other files. So I have just created a customer one.component.ts file, right? Now we need three other different files. So second one is attribute is a template. So for specifying HTML or UI, we are having two options. Either we can use template and write HTML here directly. H4 we can put any tag which we want. Like this is customer one component. This is customer one. Like this way we can use that. Or if we are having a complex UI, normally in a complex application we need to create a separate file for that. So we will be providing the path of that HTML file, and we will put this path using template URL. So basically this URL is going to take the path of that HTML file. So here we can create inside the same customer folder a new file that will be our HTML file, customer one dot component dot html. So we have created this file customer one dot component dot html. Here we can put some content like h4 inside h4 tag. So this is our customer one component, right? We have created a HTML file. Now we need to provide the path here. So as this is inside the same customer folder, we can just give the path dot slash customer one, which we have created this one. So we have created this file customer one dot component dot html. So and I have already rendered this selector keyword on app customer one. So we can see if our application is running here. If I just okay, so we can see one error here. App hyphen customer with is not an element. When you create any component manually and you add HTML file, you add CSS file, you add TypeScript file, but by mistake you forgot to put into the root module, or so that error was coming because Angular is not aware about, or we can say app.component.html, this file is not aware about this component. Means already, although we have created this customer one dot component, but how this app component is going to know that there is another component app hyphen customer one, right? So app component is a different component, customer one component is a different component. So how these components will be going to know about each other? So for that we need to inject this customer one component, basically this name, into app.module.ts here, right? So we will inject inside app.module declaration section that customer one component, and for we need to import that also. Import this name from what is the path of this file, dot slash customer slash customer one dot component. So here we can see this customer one component we need to inject here into declaration section of app module. This way app component is going to know that customer one component exists. Now we can see one more error here, right? Customer here you can see the description, customer one component is declared here, yeah, this one. So here you can see, but it is not exported. This line means we are trying to import customer one component, but it is not exported. So the same way we have created a component, if we want to import it somewhere, right? If we need to import something, then definitely we need to export that one. So for that, if I come back to this file, here we simply created a component class customer one component, but it is not exported yet, due to which we are not able to import into app module. So we need to put export keyword here. So once we put export keyword here, then this customer one component is going to be available into app module. Right now that error is fixed. So if we need to create any new component, first thing we will create a simple TypeScript file which we have created, and then we need a HTML file. And yes, for CSS part, if we are having styling, then we are having a style attributes as well. So there are basically two things, styles and style URL. So styles is basically like we can configure or we can provide styling into the same file, customer one dot component dot ts, like this one. So suppose if I want to create some class, suppose I want to override some functionality or classes or attribute of h4, then just color black. So this way we can provide classes or CSS here also. If we are having multiple classes, then we can put here h1 and font weight bold or something, whatever. So so there can be different attributes like color, background color, right? Background color can be one attribute, suppose red. So one way is we can write CSS here, but in our complex applications we will be having 10 or 50 or maybe 100 CSS classes. So definitely managing things will be quite complex. If we put all the things here, we put styles here, we put HTML code here, so we need to keep the segregation. So instead of using styles tag, we'll create a separate file and will provide the path here. So style URLs, basically we can provide the path. So one thing to notice here is style URLs basically accept the array of CSS files. So we can provide multiple files as well. Now here I have not created any customer one component as CSS file, so I can create one. I will click on customer folder, click on new file, then customer one dot component dot SCSS. So SCSS is extension or it's a CSS preprocessor. Now we have created a customer one component dot CSS. We can create a class h4 or something, whatever. Color can be suppose blue. Now in our customer one dot component or TypeScript class, we can provide the path. Just so using this way we can provide the path of SCSS file. As this is inside the same customer folder, so we just need dot slash customer one dot component dot SCSS. This way it is going to use that SCSS file as well. So we have this selector app customer one. We have introduced this customer one component into app module.